welcome back to the channel. 23 here, and today I think you guys are gonna like this one. We went 9-1 in LBR. This was the most recent season. This was the regen season. By no means at all am I a regen main, or I play regen at all. I don't play regen, and we did it without ultra boo. No ultra boo at all. And yes, we did it with the team that I suggested. You know, I will always drop a video regarding the best teams to run for LBR. And I decided, look, if I'm going to be telling you guys to go and run these teams, I should be running them myself. So that's what I did. I want to use these videos as an opportunity for, you know, for me to kind of improve, but to allow other people to kind of see how I play, things they should probably consider when they're going into games, and how to really go about it, just so you can get those extra wins. I know some people want the flawless titles, especially if you main a tag. It looks pretty cool to have the flawless title. I do have the God Key Future one. I do main God Key Future. So, you know, hope you guys get a lot of value from this video. If you enjoy, do hit the like and subscribe button, especially if you need a new LBR team or you're not sure how to build your LBR team. I will always post the best LBR team, and I don't post like multiple setups. I'll post the best core, and then I'll kind of, you know, suggest some replacements if you don't have them. But generally there is kind of a best team as of so far anyway, because it's very tag specific. Usually there's a good core, and you know, you can tweak around. Now, I will never post LBR, like I'll never post the LBR teams on the day LBR drops, because as I always say, you shouldn't be playing your game straight away. I may drop it on the second day, I may drop it on the third day. I don't know. If you really want to be locked in and you want to know as soon as possible, hit the bell notification and you should be good to go. Now, let's head into the gameplay. Quick disclaimer though, I am missing two gameplays. No, I'm missing one gameplay, and two of them were DCs. So straight away that kind of gave us the edge. But regardless, some great gameplay in this. We had a 14-star boo. We had, and I'll show you the game I lost. Honestly, I don't want to spoil it, but it was it was an interesting game. Anyway, let's get into it. So, heading into the first game, we had mono blue. This is actually the third game. I had forgotten to, basically I was streaming and I couldn't get the content for the first two games, but they were easy. So I think this third game, he's running mono blue. Probably not the best setup, but you know, we lead off with Android 21 because she's green. Simply the only reason. I probably, looking back at this game, I probably shouldn't have brought the red 21. I mean, it don't matter. So we switch out into Zamasu. Usually when I'm starting out, I can kind of tend to throw stuff out just to see how my opponent responds. I mean, you don't know how your opponent's going to play. But here, what I'm noticing is that my opponent isn't countering my blasts. He's just vanishing. So I know, okay, I can use this as an opportunity to just take vanishes when I want. He's probably going to have to switch out. Here, you know, we get kind of lucky with the timing. You can go back to Zamasu and just pop the main, just keep the combo going. In this game, he's got all blues. So really, the star of the show is going to be the green 21. And we're just going to extend combos just so we can switch out to it and get as much damage off as possible. I don't care who it hits, it's hitting like a truck. So this beat was actually immune there. I didn't know that, but neither did he. So that's why he sidestepped. I had to pop the main, he died. Here, took Zamasu's vanish. I mean, we're not really going to take a lot of damage. Should I have switched out? Probably not, but I don't really care. The main reason is because, one, I know that 21's got a save, so I want to keep her on the bench just in case he goes for a rush. But when it's time to do damage, she's there. You can see, you know, he caught us with the green. We're taking some hits, but we're good. See, he went for the rush, 21 save. If I just stayed in with 21, I lose a unit or Zamasu's endurance. In this case, no one. Like nothing. We don't lose anything. And here's just straight damage. Like he can't do anything. Mono blue just wasn't played. This 21 is hitting him like an absolute truck. I do switch out because I know the combo is coming to an end. And yes, I have another save. 21, the green one, gets another save when she pops her main. And I've used the main early. So I'm just chilling out. Feeling confident into Zamasu here. I just want that save just in case, you know, any crazy stuff happens. But let's be real. Game's kind of wrapped up here. Didn't really stand a chance. I was trying to hit the blue there. I don't know if I just didn't get enough key in time, but I mean, we're chilling. Got our rush. Got 3 units up and an endurance. Just going into Zamasu for safety. You know, got rid of his vanish. See what I mean? Although he's not PVing me, a lot of people are good at PVing. But he's not. He's just vanishing. So I'm gonna just keep taking those vanishes. I was like, I might as well just lose the red 21 because he hasn't got vanish anymore. And from there, you just rush before he gets the opportunity to get his gauge back, and that's the game. I do believe this is game 3, like I did say. In game 2 and game 1, I did lose some of the content. So, as we head into the next game, we've got Boo, Zamasu, and Future. Not Future, Gohan. We got the Gohan that revives. He actually opted for Cell this game, which I guess kind of makes sense because I've got the green 21. So, I mean, his setup was pretty decent. He's countered my team pretty well. Usually I'll initiate by floating back, but I saw this guy was jumping, so I tried to capitalize. I did miss, which is alright. We go for the blast again, it goes for the tackle. We're good, we've got priority. We're cooking up. Let 21 do a thing. I did drop that combo by accident. Fell for it, you take the extra damage. I don't know why. It just happened. Now look at that interaction. I've now learned from that interaction that this guy will jump twice. So if I wait, he'll probably jump twice. And I'm going to use that later on to help me out. There, I tried to move forward because we know he was jumping a lot. I tried to move forward and see if I could catch him. It just wasn't letting me. I hit the strike. He vanished. It's cool. We're not taking too much damage. Red 21 comes in. That disruption. And look here. He jumps twice. We learned that from prior. Now we've got priority because of that. I was going to switch into the green 21, but I knew Cell would be coming out soon. And look, we managed to catch him there again. We kind of switched up our timing. You know, we were waiting. This time we kind of just went for it. It got him. He fell for it. He did drop combo here. That was a good drop combo from him. You know, it doesn't save him from the key reduction from Zamasu, but you know, Zamasu's coming in tanking with like less armor, so yeah. But we're chilling, trying to win priority here. We'll get him to use a lot of vanishes, and this is where he lost the game. He switched out just way too many times. 21 nukes him, the game's over. He really needed that boo, because I feel like that's where a lot of his damage is coming from. And we just keep going here. Yeah, I mean, if you gotta take something from this, and this is something I still do a lot, be very careful with the amount of times you're switching unit. It can really ruin you. And that was a perfect example there. Yeah, we popped the revival. We're building up our rush. Here, I was worried that a rush would be coming, so I switched up to Zamasu. Also, I have 21 on the bench, just in case we need to save. But look, we get him there, he falls for the tap. Go for the green immediately. A lot of people mess that up. Really, in that situation, you're going to float backwards. Now it's a 3v1. He's got no chance in hell. The goal at this point, just get rid of the vanish. Look, I don't care, take her. He's got no vanish. I'm free to do whatever the hell I want. And once this is over, rush it out the way. It's game. Does he even kill? He does. Okay. A lot of, and I just rush him back. What I like about this team, and what you'll see in some of the other videos, is we survive a lot of rushes. Like, it is insane. I think there's like 2 or 3 games where we literally just straight up just tank the rush. Okay. So, this, I believe, is the 5th game. The guy DCs anyway. So, doesn't really matter. So, we're just going to head into the next one. Okay, next game. This guy's team was so damn tanky, guys. Honestly, this was a tough game. So, we got Boo. Initiate by backing up. You managed to catch him there. Good to go. You do opt to go for the green, just to, you know, slow him down. The combo going. Feel like he switched out to Boo. The fact we're a bit too early there. You really want to use those lock-ins as effectively as you can. I tried to come up to him. I was expecting him to jump out just a little late. And look, I'm backing up. Those green cards, they get spammed. But you really don't want to be getting caught by those. And it's really easy to get caught. So just stay alert, especially when you're playing someone AoE green. They will throw them at you. Here we're just doing some good damage. Red 21. Holding it down. Timing there was great. I kind of figured out how quick he is to respond. There he's just hopping about, so I know he's probably not going to PV me because I pressed the blast as soon as he hopped. Unfortunately catches me. There's the green card and then a rush. Should I have been rushed this early? Like, let's be honest, this is Dragon Ball down, but look at this. He's double Zenkai buff Kid Buu with all the bells and whistles, crazy stuff. He decides to rush Zamasu, and I think this is the beginning of the downfall of this game for him anyway. But Zamasu's not going anywhere. You can't be rushing endurance units, especially when there's other priority targets and targets that could really change the game. So I would say I'm still kind of up here. He goes for the green to kind of like paralyze me, and he's just comboing at this point, right? I mean, I'm feeling pretty confident, and he gets the feint as well. This is actually a pretty toxic team. If he said, imagine if he saved the rush for that feint, he probably would have won this game. We're dancing around, I catch him, he jumps twice. Green, get them blasts going. Damage output's crazy. And look, he switches out. I'm rushing because your endurance unit is just not here. This is what made the difference this game. He just rushed the rush. He just did it way too early, and he could have actually got a unit out. But now he's used his rush, hasn't got a unit out the way. I've got one of his units. Now it's a 2v3. Buu just catch me. He no longer has those lock-ins now. So, you know, we're good. We're going to live this. He doesn't do too much damage. I'm going to go for the main. Get the heals off. Chilling. At this point, because I know I've got more units, I'm really trying to get a vanish and get a combo going before this guy builds up another rush, because that other rush was so early. Look at the time account for him. This guy's team was so damn tanky. We do go into Zamasu. Really don't want to lose that red 21 because that is the only thing that's kind of going to hold us back against this Buu. This Buu gets the opportunity to run around. We could be in a lot of trouble. Switch up to the green 21 because her DPS is just the best on this team. I'm going to put main here. We get an additional save. I don't believe I've used my save yet. So it's just damage output, damage output, damage output. At this point, this game, I think this does go to counts because his Boo's healing, they just don't stop. We'll see. I do believe this game goes to timer counts though. We do beat him on the clash. Clashes are super important as well. Clashes win games. That little bit of priority can really make the difference. And look, we catch him again. He does that jump twice over and over again, and I'm registering it. And I'm, you know, it's super important to look in your games, see what your opponent is doing, and spam it. Like, if it's working, keep doing it until they switch up. We did go for the drop there. Who didn't come out? Look, we're backing up. We're expecting that green. And that works a lot of the time. When you do that jump midway through, like when you cancel your strike after avoiding a green, usually help. Okay, this game did not go to timer, but look how many counts were left. That's just LBR for you, because you know we're not running meta teams. Games don't end in like a blink of an eye. That was another dub. GG to that opponent. Okay, and that was game number 6. This game is sped up. I wanted to use this opportunity just to say, if you're enjoying the video, drop a like, drop a sub, man. I'm trying to help you guys out. Also, let's use this opportunity as a quick recap. Like, what have you picked up? What have you learned? Your rush is super key. Don't just waste your rush just because you want to throw it out or you feel like you're in trouble or whatever. Rush when it's needed, because the last opponent lost the game because he didn't use his rush effectively. He probably could have won that game. 2, read your opponent. If your opponent is doing stuff over and over again, you're catching him, keep going for it until he switches up his gameplay, and maybe you switch it up. From time to time, throw in a curveball, you know, especially if they start getting used to what you're doing. Just throwing in that discrepancy can really get them to go back to what they were doing in the past. So let's just say they were waiting and then you were going like immediately or whatever. Just switching stuff up can make them go back to their old playstyle. So, you know, let's keep going on to the next. That was game 7. He did DC, but you know what? Okay, so we're heading into the next game here. He's got Boo, Cell, Samasu. The Cell was actually pretty good. Kind of gave me kind of a hard time, but you know, we held it down. So, you know, start off by backing up as usual. Try catch him on the second jump, he doesn't go for it. He's a leaner. So straight away that tells me he's probably going to be patient in this interaction. So I may have to wait a little bit. Goes for the strike. I mean, he goes for tackle. I thought it was a blast, so I just blew it in. You know, here's what it is. But it's calm. So Marcy's here. Marcy's here to save the day. His disruption is absolutely incredible. Does win priority here. Not too sure why I switched that to Marcy though. We do go for the tackle. His main was ready just in time. I'm just going to let Samasu take hits. At this point, I'm worried he's got a rush. That's why I stayed in. At this point, I have to switch out. We use the save. We pop the main, get another save back. Tackling again. I don't have any strikes. I just got blasts. I'm worried about this Boo. So, you know, it's alright. We're still alive though. Catches me again. He's just throwing those cards at me. So now that I know he's kind of throwing stuff, I'm gonna try and switch up my play a bit. Main ability there, and he rushes me. I'll go for taps. Thank God this team is stacked, because we just take this. We take this rush right on the chest, and we eat this. So I'm saying it's super important how you build your team, because this pretty much saved the game. If I lost this unit here, Boo would have been so much more difficult to deal with. And 21's just going to slowly pick her health back up. She's regen, which is nice. Got to do some Marcy hills going. Everyone's looking kind of good again. But we need to put in some work because this guy's team has got a lot of health left. We're just chipping away at Isamasu, trying to catch him. Here we're noticing he's going immediately, so vanish into that 21. Drop the combo into the blue. If we had a rush, that would have been a dead cell, but we didn't. We always rushed so much earlier than mine. I literally have 2 Dragon Balls, it's insane. Distributing the damage quite well here. He goes into Yellow Boo. I go into 21. Now he's a Marsu here. Is out. He switched out a lot, so I'm just spamming my blast cards. Hit him with the blue. Can't switch out. You can't do anything. He loses a Marsu. Picked up. He was quite a tackler. So now I know I'm prepared for the tackles. This time I tried to tackle him back. Ask me why. I don't know. But we're good. Got the advantage. We've got a unit down. Despite the game starting very, very slow for me. We're distributing damage quite well. Our rush is going to be coming up pretty soon. And this guy's probably on his way to his next rush. That's just Legends of you, man. That's just Legends. He does try go immediately. I strike. I kind of saw it in the back. And look at this 21 just tear through Boo. We're going to rush here. 3v1. Look at that. Look how early you got a rush. If his rush had killed, that really could have changed the game. So like I've said before, you've got to be so careful with your rush. That rush is like a get out of jail free card. For real. Poor green. You know, we've got type of wanted, so I'm down to throw some stuff at him. I switch out, I see the exclamation mark. He's throwing stuff and he's just losing his head. He's tapping, he's just throwing blasts. At this point, I got the game. This game. What game is this? Is this the game? Okay, guys, this is the game where we lose. For the life of me, I couldn't figure this guy's playstyle out. I tried to clash him there. I couldn't figure it out. In my opinion, he was better than me. I think at this time this guy was either 9-1. No, he was either 8-1 or 8-0. In my 8th game, double Zenkai buff Boo. Boo's just tearing me apart, man. We try our best to mitigate damage. He's just matched me on everything. Like, I don't know what to do, guys. He doesn't jump, taps all the time. I need to practice backing up. That's just something I'm not too great at. When people go for their taps, I need to like flip back. It's just my playstyle doesn't really work like that. For me, it's just something I can practice. But here he is. I mean, and look at his health. His health's just gonna stay up. Get locked in here, unfortunately. Tackle. I mean, look, he matches all my tackles. I try to catch him there because I jumped as soon as he sidestepped. Look how patient he is. I waited, I delayed that. I don't know why. At this point, he's in my head. I'm pressing cards. He locks me in with Boo. I think we still survived this actually. This is and look. This guy was just in my head. Go for the save here. He drops. I tried this game. He was just a better player. There's the rush. We lose. Actually, we don't lose 21. We tank this, I believe. Another tanked rush. I think we tank this. I don't think we tanked this now that I look at it. Did we? Yeah, we did. Look at the team builds. Like, does it matter though? No, he's locked all of my cards. All I've got is a long animation green. And it's just downhill from here. He's not taking damage. Rough game. He deserved to win. I mean, was I pissed? A little, because this was like my 8th game. I remember I was into the stream. I was like, yo, about to finish off these games. I'm flawless at the moment. And this guy, like the Grinch, just comes out of nowhere. He managed to get some good damage off with our 17 though, but green card. I don't know. Maybe if I had an AoE green, things may have gotten a little different from all those times where he just tackled me. I would have just vanished into the green. But I didn't have that at my disposal. I'm trying, bro. Trying to get rid of his vanishes. I think I go for the rush here. And he switches out. He's a master's ready. It was game. Like, well played, man. Look at this. He matches my blue. Oh my god. This was just rough. Rough game. GG's though. This is our second to last game. And now we head into our last match. This was a 14-star boot we had. This game goes to timer counts. Look at his team. It is stacked. Absolutely stacked. I don't want to hear it. This game goes to timer. But you'll pick up on the things that he did wrong that really caused him to lose the game. Backed up there. He didn't jump, but he got the PV. Usually I try to use the blast after they jump. My timing was a little early. It's alright. I mean, we started with a red anyway. So Boo can do what he wants. This new one's all good. Switches out to Zamasu. Probably wouldn't have done that. You kind of want to really use Zamasu for saves. I probably would have gone Cell there. But nevertheless, I tackle. He gets his green off. Hey, at least he's not using it on Boo, I guess. You know, switches to Zamasu, reduces key. Really trying to catch him, trying to figure out his timing. I now notice that he waits for one sidestep and he will attack. Clash wasn't in my favour, it was a close one. But we're figuring him out. And at this point, I kind of felt like I figured him out, so I used the save. Also, I know I'm going to pop main at some point and get another save back. Now we're getting some damage on the board, right? There we go, he goes for the tackle. Go for the strike. I know he's immune. A lot of people don't, and a lot of people will sidestep. I think you would see that in an earlier clip where people are just sidestepping. And like I dropped there because I think I didn't have enough key or something, and wait for him to jump. Green card into the rush. That's a dead unit. Super strong green card. If you can lock someone and have a rush ready, you can literally just snipe someone. And that was a 3v2. And he holds up pretty well. Considering how early I made it 3v2. The main as well. So we have another save. We're just gonna chip away at Boo. If he does want to bring out some master, that's his own. If I can get rid of this endurance, which unfortunately I don't. Hey, it's all good. Apps. Throws at me. I put main. Gonna go for the green. I tackle first because I noticed that he backed up. I didn't go immediately. He was someone that's fully aware that I was gonna pop that green. So I tackled him, knowing he would probably want to do that, and then I go into the green. Get some pretty good there. Back into 21. Just clicking up. I'm probably gonna switch out of her soon because I want that save. I don't want her to be on the field when he pops something crazy. She's gone again. It's absolutely fine. The master's coming back soon as well. Expected a green or something there, so I just threw the blue. And we're good. We're chilling. I don't think he wants to go into his Boo just because he's pretty weak. Point. I try switch out and I get a little lucky there. I missed the card. He goes for the rush. I didn't have enough key to press the card. He goes for the rush and I vanish. So straight away he's just lost the game because this is going to go to timer. He's missed his rush. And as I've said before, rush is super important, man. You can't afford to miss it, especially if your opponent's hit these. At this point, this red 21 is just going to completely shut down Boo. This season, it was super important to have a red that could handle the position of dealing with this Boo, because Boo would probably be the most seen character. So this 21, you could argue she was the MVP, but I feel like in terms of bringing the most value to the team, I've got to give it to the green 21. Because the saves, the damage, crazy. Look, last 40 counts. At this point, because I know I've got more units than him and he hasn't got a rush, I'm trying to just poke away at his vanishes, make it really tough for him to defend. And that's what we do. Back in the 21, keep doing damage. Last 30 counts, he does catch me there. And at this point, he's desperate for damage. He knows he's on the back foot. He needs a rush, and he needs one now. Managed to catch him there. He tries to get rid of my vanish. See, I'll be honest, when people are down like this, you can get away with just throwing out some blast cards. Obviously change the timing that you're throwing it out, but really, especially if you know that they're not matching your blast cards and they're a unit down, there you go. There, I know that after one sidestep he'll attack, so I vanished, expecting that. After he jumped, he nearly gets me there. He goes for the rush immediately. I vanish, and I'm like, yo, hold this rush, my guy. I know this is going to count. I'm gonna need the damage. I was pretty confident. I was still confident I was gonna win with damage, but I'm like, let me just secure the bag. But yeah, rushing back. His endurance has popped. His Boo's on the back foot. Switch out. 2-time counts. I mean, look at the counts, guys. Look how long that game was. Almost 22 million against his 9. It wasn't even close. It wasn't even close. But we did get the 2 rushes off. So I'm going to wrap up the video here. I did enjoy this. Once again, it's not easy to get this many wins, especially if you're not using an ultra. I mean, look at this anniversary. We have got 2 amazing headline units with Jiren and the tag Frieza Goku. And let's be honest, if ultras doesn't exist, they'd probably be top tier, but ultras are just well above the rest of the Sparkins. I don't know what Legend's going to do about it. Hopefully part 2 is a bit better. Regardless, if you guys need LBR teams, I got you. When LBR drops, I drop. Not on day 1, maybe day 3, just so you don't rush your games. But yeah, I did enjoy this. Once again, I do stream on Twitch. The link will be down in the description. And I'll see you in the next one.